With the recent global spread of coronavirus, it's becoming a reality that high street shops are closing to help contain the spread. So if you already own a brick and mortar store or just want to set up a new business from home, then this video will give you some useful tips on what you'll need to get set up and selling online. Hey, it's Tom Beacon here from eCam, where we help you set up your own online successful shop. If you're new around here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and follow us on social media. As usual, everything that I discussed in this video will have its links in the description below. Now let's get started. Okay, so tip number one. First of all, you'll need to choose a platform to sell on. Now, we recommend a managed e-commerce platform. Now, what this means is certain things like your hosting are taken care of. Now, hosting, if you're new to this term, is essentially where your website is kept. So when websites were first being developed, you had to buy your own server to host your website. But with a managed solution, it's all done for you. Now, also make sure that whatever type of hosting you choose has a good uptime. Now, this essentially means the amount of time your site is up and running. So avoid hosting that has a lot of downtime, as this will mean your online shop isn't live for people to visit and purchase products from. So before you dive into making the decision about which e-commerce platform you're going to use, first of all you need to think about what kind of a website you'd like for your business. So do you have a particular model in mind, any must-have features, a design theme or template that you quite like the idea of? And also, what experience have you had in the past with setting up an online business? Are you likely to need some extra help during the setup? Now, I ask this because some providers offer more help than others when it comes to building your online store, so such as live chat support or account managers. So definitely just keep an eye out for platforms that offer this if you're one to need extra help during the setup stage. So tip number two, product photos. So unlike a physical store where your customers can look around the products and have a browse, an online store needs high quality product photos. Without these, how do your customers know what they're buying? So the next thing you're probably thinking is, well, how do I take high quality photos? All I have is my phone camera. Now don't worry, you don't need to be an expert in photography, and the majority of phone cameras nowadays are capable of taking really good pictures. You can simply use a product light box to take professional and consistent videos. I've left a link to one in the description below, or you can simply just use a good lighting source, your mobile phone, a tripod and a white wall or card, and this will achieve the same effect. Tip number three, product descriptions and content. To complement your amazing photos, you need a detailed product description. I'll quickly run through a few ideas for you to think about when writing your descriptions. So first of all, you want to know who your target audience is, what kind of language do they use, and what will they expect to find out about your product when they land on the page. So also focus on the product benefits. Why should customers buy this product, and what makes it different from others on the market? Also make it easy to scan. Essentially, you don't want this to be a big chunk of text, and maybe include a few bullet points if you need to list a lot of product attributes that customers will need to know before purchasing. Optimize for search engines. Now this refers to the use of keywords that are relevant to your brand and the product. It also helps Google rank your content. And finally, the use of good product images. Now, as we described before, people aren't going to walk into your store and actually touch and feel these products, so the use of good, high detailed product images is a must. Now, writing product descriptions can be a lengthy process. However, you can split these up into daily tasks. As you write the next group of, say, 10 product descriptions, you can unhide these products. This has two benefits actually. So firstly, you can promote these new products on your online shop and any associated social media accounts you've set up. And secondly, the search engines will actually recognize that you're constantly working on your shop and updating your product descriptions and adding new products, and they actually favor these shops which are constantly updated, as they recognize that they possess more relevant content than shops and websites that were created months and even years ago, which are very rarely updated. So that's definitely, I guess, a few ways of how you can split up your tasks and time of updating product descriptions. Tip 4, domain name. Now you need to be found on the internet, and to do that you need to register your domain name. Now essentially a domain name is simply how customers are going to find you, so almost like an access into your online shop. There are a range of providers where you can search to see if your domain name is available. Now a quick tip that I would recommend is kind of when you do search for these domain names, always see if you can get the .co.uk and .com version, as this essentially protects your branding. As leaving, I don't know, say the .co.uk or .com available, it leaves it open for anyone to purchase this and essentially use it for their own purposes, whether that be bad or good or damaging to your brand. As I say, it's definitely best to secure both. Also, when operating with a .com and .co.uk domain, your website will actually appear in UK searches as well as international searches. So definitely something to consider when picking a domain name. As a bonus, I've attached in the description a nice and easy 10-step checklist including some of the topics we've spoken about today as well as many more. Now, keeping on track of the important essentials of starting an online business will help you stay on track and get your shop set up as quickly as possible. We have loads of resources on our blog page, which is currently linked on screen for further information, help and guidance on how to set up your own successful online shop, as well as more business related tips. If you are interested in setting up your online shop with Ecom, you can give us a call and speak to one of our representatives today. And finally, if you found this video useful in any way, don't forget to subscribe and follow us on social media channels so you never miss one of these videos in the future. Cheers!